Are you looking for the best internet radios? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best internet radios on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Sangean WR-15. Sangean has been my favorite radio for a few years now. I love a few different models from the brand, but the WR-15 is my personal favorite. Not only did it do fantastic in my testing, picking up a good amount of stations and playing those stations more clearly than other, cheaper radios. Dial radios are gorgeous to look at, but can be a little frustrating to land on your preferred station compared to digital radios. But the WR-15 has a nice, large dial and easy-to-read numbers that make it easy to find the station you're looking for, and the green light at the top lights up to confirm you've locked onto a station. The dial isn't the only design choice I like. The size and shape of this radio is reminiscent of a bookshelf speaker, and the small footprint makes it easy to add to any tabletop. It also comes in a handful of really nice finishes that make for a stylish addition to a bookshelf, kitchen counter, or desk. It doesn't have a Bluetooth connection, but it does have an auxiliary input. Solid MDF cabinet with a real walnut veneer finish, soft and precise rotary vernier tuning and volume control. Auxiliary input for additional audio sources like MP3 player or iPod/iPhone. Rear connections include AC in, AUX in, rec out, headphone and FM type antenna terminal. 3-inch 10-watt full-range speaker with enlarged magnet and deep bass compensation in an acoustically tuned cabinet for improved sound quality. Number 2. Tivoli Audio Pal BT. Fun colors, FM/AM channels, Bluetooth, and AUX input. Portable. Weatherproofed. Radio reception isn't the best, but it's easy to move around to find a better signal. Tivoli's adorable, portable radio has a lot of pros. The Tivoli Pal BT, 7 out of 10, wired recommends, has a vertical body like the Sangean WR-15, but since it's battery-powered, you can place it anywhere in your house and tote it around whether you're jamming to the radio or your Spotify Wrapped via Bluetooth. It comes in a ton of colors, making it a fun decor accessory, and the IPX4 rating means it'll be okay in some light rain, though I'd still keep it sheltered. The battery lasts about 12 hours, and it comes with a proprietary charger. The sticking point is the price. It's nearly twice what you'll pay for Sangean's radios. It's also not as good at picking up a radio station as the Sangean, but since it's portable you have an easier time moving it around to get the best signal indoors. The robust, battery-operated wireless Bluetooth speaker for use both indoors and outside. Our classic collection's simple take on audio quality and style, but in a portable package. The stylish Pal BT can bring hours of enjoyment wherever life takes you. Lasting battery, lithium-ion rechargeable battery pack with a minimum of 16 hours playback time. Number 3. Studebaker SB2000. Affordable, colorful, and surprisingly good signal for the cheap price. FM/AM reception and AUX input. Portable and battery-powered. Cheap build quality. Turn dial and station numbers are small. Sound quality is fine, but sounds a little thin. The Studebaker SB2000 feels like a toy and is priced like one, so you won't be bummed if the kids break it. The tiny channel dial also feels made for small hands. The hardware is plasticky, but the colors are fun and bright. It's a solid radio otherwise, with good reception and fine enough sound considering how cheap it is. The handle and battery power source makes the SB2000 easy for kids to carry from room to room, though there's no weatherproofing, so make sure there's no chance of rain if they take it outside. For internet tunes, the Yoto Player, 7 out of 10, wired recommends, and Yoto Mini, $70, both have an option to play a handful of digital kids radio stations. Yoto has 3 exclusive stations, including a sleep radio, or you can choose from kid-friendly stations from partners like BBC. You need a smartphone and the app to find and play these stations, though, rather than your kids selecting them on the device on their own. Number 4. FosPower S6 Emergency Weather Radio. Fine signal for emergencies. Doubles as a flashlight. Can charge via USB-C, solar, or hand crank, or take batteries. Has USB-A output for phone charging. Signal and speaker aren't as strong as tabletop radios, so it's best for emergency situations or perhaps camping. Compass doesn't work. For better or worse, I had the perfect stress test for this radio when Hurricane Hilary hit Southern California. It was mild where I live, but we lost power for several hours. During the outage, we turned on the FosPower S6 to stay in the loop. This radio can pick up National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration channels for local weather info, along with FM and AM signals. The dials are responsive, and the radio did a solid job picking up stations from a variety of towers. I was getting Los Angeles and Tijuana-based radio stations as easily as local San Diego ones, though the signals weren't as clear as tabletop radios I've used. The speaker quality isn't as nice as the above models either, but it's designed for emergency preparedness rather than jam sessions. It has a long-lasting battery you can charge via USB-C, solar, or the hand crank. You can also add your own AA batteries. The battery can double as a power bank for your smartphone, which is great in a pinch, and there's a powerful flashlight too that I often grab for nighttime walks. Don't buy it for the attached compass, mine seems to think every direction is north. Number 5. Sangean WR-11SE. We recommend this radio if you like the retro look of the Sangean WR-15 but prefer a horizontal cabinet design. Why it's great: the Sangean WR-11SE is nearly identical in performance and hardware to the WR-15, just in a slightly different package. Imagine 3 small flat-rate priority mail boxes in a stack, and you'll get a good mental image of its size. The WR-11SE scored similarly to the WR-15 in the number of FM channels it received and fell behind by just a few stations in AM reception. However, the quality of its signal wasn't quite as good. We heard more static on this radio than we did on the WR-15, but it still performed better than many other radios we tested, and it picked up popular stations clearly. It includes the same LED light found on the WR-15 to let you know when you've locked onto a station, along with both an internal antenna and an additional external FM antenna. It also provides the same rich sound, with a rear-firing bass port. It has the same connection options as the WR-15, offering an auxiliary audio input, a line audio output, and a headphone jack.